Todd, and from our list, and that's the formal parties and stuff here, so we can go ahead and get started. So uh, um, I don't think any introductions are necessary here and stuff. So but we will note for the record and stuff that CSSGA representatives and stuff, Todd Oldheiser and Joelle Wallach are here. This should be a relatively quick meeting. So primarily because I sent out an agenda and stuff here, so hopefully you got that. My apologies for not getting it out and stuff a little bit earlier. The deadline for written comments and suggested edits and stuff was December 7th of 2025. And we didn't receive any. So that kind of makes that a little bit easier. So what I would like to do and stuff is just ask Todd and Joelle, are there any other clarifications or discussions and stuff on the proposed rules and stuff that we need to have any kind of discussion on? Or do you feel like we have consensus and stuff in that moving forward? So Todd, Joelle?
I'll start. Yeah, there does not there's not any changes we would recommend.
Okay. All right. Joelle and stuff in that, you concur too in that? So you're on mute. So we can't hear you.
It doesn't look like his microphone is working. I don't see a microphone there.
Yeah, well, yeah, it shows the stuff that it's unmuted, but yeah.
You can hear us though, huh?
Yeah, yeah, you can hear us and stuff. All right, just give us a thumbs up, Joel, and stuff. We'll count that as
here we go.
So,
Hold on.
Yeah.
We got it.
Got it?
Yep, we just got it. So, Joel, can you hear me?
Nope.
No.
Can you hear me now?
There you go.
There we go.
Yeah. Oh, okay. Just had to go through the list of audio devices.
Yeah, my computer. Yeah, my computer.
Yeah, so I was just going to say the same thing as Todd. The documents that I've seen, no concerns with anything that I've seen.
Okay, great. We appreciate that. I think it's stuff through the informal process and stuff. We worked through a lot of different clarifications and stuff, so that hopefully and stuff you understood what our purposes and stuff is here. A lot of the rule changes and stuff are editorial or just formatting and codifying some of the things we do. So that certainly keeps the contentious issues and stuff in that down. So thank you for that. So with that, I'm just going to tell you guys and stuff what the hearing format's going to be like. When this is the only matter going before the board and stuff here in January, and which is by design and stuff. We've tried to keep all our other issues and stuff out of off the docket. So we'll do an introduction of all the parties present and then we'll do we have to build the record and stuff in that for the Secretary of State and that. So we'll do an overview of the stakeholder notice processes and those things. And then what we're going to do is we will pull up actually a live version of the rules and begin to go over those and stuff with the board. Our intent and stuff is not to focus on every single capitalization or edit or whatever. We're just going to go for the major. We're going to go rule one. We'll pull it up and we'll point out a couple of the bigger issue things and stuff that we've changed. Explain that, see if the board has something, and just move right along and stuff there. And because we have the day, we'll probably do a rule or two, take a break, and then come back. Take a quick 15-minute break or something, come back, and then and keep chugging away at it and stuff in that. But we anticipate this being done by mid-afternoon at the latest, unless the board and stuff has a lot of questions. And as of right now, the conversations and stuff that I've had with the board, there doesn't seem to be too much and stuff there. So I think one of the things and stuff I would like to bring up is that we will not do the final vote. We will ask the board and stuff to continue the final vote on these rules until February's board meeting. And the reason for that is one of the big pushes we're doing with the rules here is to make both the hard rock and construction materials rules and stuff as consistent as possible, both for operators and consultants and the board and staff. So if by chance there's some changes and stuff in hard rock and that would directly affect a change in the rules and stuff, and that slight language changes or something and stuff, then if they take a vote, then we have to renotice it and do everything else. But if they hold a vote until we get done with the hard rock process, they'll vote for both of them at the same time, and then that way they're both consistent as possible and stuff. So we're not starting a new list, if you will, of inconsistencies. If there are any changes and stuff in that come out of the conversations in hard rock, I will send something directly to you, Joelle, and to Todd to say, hey, this is proposed language and stuff in that would affect that, so that you have an opportunity and stuff in that to at least comment on that. At this point, the written comments that we have from Colorado Mining Association and stuff, most of it has to do with the 110R, which has nothing to do with construction materials. But there are a couple of slight modifications and stuff for some things that construction materials has had all along. They would like a little bit more wiggle room and stuff, if you will, and stuff and that on some verbiage. So it would be very minor changes. I don't see anything really substantive, but I want to give you guys the opportunity to look at it and say you're fine with that. So
Appreciate it.
Yeah. So with that, that's the long and the short of it. The big thing and stuff is this Friday, because it's a public meeting, and that I'll just put it out there and stuff. This Friday is a deadline for non-parties to request time to address the board, and also for any written materials or anything like that and stuff to be presented to the board and stuff. So so if you have any letters of support, general comments or something, you can certainly submit those and stuff to the board. It's not necessary if you're attending and stuff. That's fine and stuff there. But if anybody inquiries, non-parties and stuff, they can submit written comments to the board by this Friday. And also if they want to address the board and stuff like to the public comment process and stuff, and that they need to do that and stuff by this Friday the 9th and stuff as well. So and with that, I will send, Cami will send a Zoom link and stuff in that for the board meeting and coming up here at probably the end of next week, or the first part of right before a day or two and stuff before the hearing and stuff. So if you don't have any other questions or concerns and stuff in that, then we can be done. So I can give you back some time in that, if that's okay.
Russ, real fast before we start to wrap things up. Because this is going to be a pretty straightforward hearing, a lot of it is just going to be kind of our presentation to the board of the hearing, or of the rules and fielding questions. Do you want us, Todd and Joelle, do you want us to carve out a couple minutes at either the front or the tail end of the hearing for you to make any comments to the board at all, or do you not want to do any kind of public comment on this?
I mean, I guess my perspective, our only comment would be to support, the changes that you're making. Okay. And I don't know that we need time in the meeting to do that. We had sent a letter of support for the 4 items that you guys were pursuing, and some of these changes I think are related to 2 of those. Mm-hmm. And if you want a specific, I think we could provide a short and sweet letter that supports the changes, and just put it in the written record, if anything.
That'd be great. I think anything we can kind of just put in the record, just showing their support, or kind of acknowledging the changes to the rules based on our coordination, communication with you all. That'd be good for the record. Probably in Russ's kind of introductory remarks, he'll let the board know that you are the parties that were engaged throughout the process, and that you do support the rules. But yeah, if you've got time for just a short letter, that'd be great for the record.
Yeah.
And yeah. Also, in that during the review process and stuff, as we're going through the rules, it's our interpretation and stuff of what's significant and what's not. So if there's something and stuff that we look to go over and stuff and that to another subject, but you feel it's something that the board needs to take a look at, don't be afraid in this hearing because there's just us parties and stuff here, don't be afraid to flag that and bring that forward to the board and stuff if you feel like it's necessary. But I think in general, like I said, we've talked about all of this, but if there is something that you think the board should have at least have some kind of attention to it and stuff, don't be afraid and stuff in that during the hearing and stuff to bring that up and say, hey, you know, we did talk about this or want to make the board aware and stuff that we're aware of this and we're good with it or something. That's fine.
Okay.
All right. Well, thank you for your time this morning. Like I said, 15 minutes and stuff. That's probably got to be a record for us. So, but we'll give you back some time and stuff and that for this morning and stuff. And if you're like me, you're still trying to catch up from the holidays and stuff. So that'll be good. So, thank you guys again for your participation and all your hard work in getting this in front of the board. I did note to the board and stuff in December, just in a general overview of everything that we were doing, that between staff and stakeholders and other parties, and that there's been over 500 hours since we started this process last spring, and that's a remarkable amount of time and effort and stuff and that for all the parties and stuff involved in this. And you guys are part of that, and it's to be commended. So thank you for your time.
Absolutely. Thank you, guys.
All right, thanks and stuff. And
Thanks
with that, I will adjourn the meeting.
All right.
Thank you.
Thank you, guys.